I was different. I'm from South America.
Yeah.
You from North America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 different continents.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's been fun. Overall, it's been fun. I must say. We've had some great times together.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 beautiful children.
You sure about that?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
No.
They are.
Okay.
They are.
If you say so.
Yeah.
Those are your children.
Yes, they are. Those are my children.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They're having fun right now.
And they came as a result of honey.
Yes, they did.
I know they're costing us
money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's why they were in Miami.
Yes.
And we're working.
Having a blast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have more vacations than us.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true. Give a
I'd
shout out to them if they're listening.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. They're probably not getting ready to go to South Beach somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Or watch a basketball game or something.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're not thinking about us.
No, they are not. They are not. I guess that's what they do, though. That's what kids
Like you said, we are either wonderful parents or dumb parents.
Yeah.
And I said we're a combination of both.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because they've had a great life, I should say, since they've been here on this earth.
Yeah. But they don't know anything else.
Yeah.
See, that's what we were talking about before. You do what you know. You operate from what you know.
Mm-hmm.
Your habits, as we said, first you form your habits, and then your habits form you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know anything else.
That's true. We'll get them on the show eventually, one of these days, when they're in town.
When they stay home.
Mm-hmm.
And you stop sending them out of the place.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I'm not even going to go there. Mr. Softy. I'm not even going to go there.
I'm
when
not,
it comes to these
I'm not
kids.
ice cream,
Okay.
Mr. Softy.
Yes.
Okay.
You are Mr. Softy when it comes to those
man.
kids, okay?
And what am I with you? I'm softer.
Yeah, you're the softer side of
Terrence.
Right. Yes, you are. But it's all good.
Your mother warned me. Your mother said, "My daughter is spoiled. Remember that? Don't give her everything. You're gonna pay for it."
Then you're having a
And
good time.
I'm still paying for it.
Right, you're enjoying it though, aren't you? Enjoying paying for
Are you
it?
asking me or are you telling me? Which one? You know.
Telling you.
You're telling me I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. But I know you're enjoying it.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
I stay home and work, and you travel.
Mm.
And they said there's no more slavery.
There isn't.
Officially. Unofficially.
Unofficial?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, I'll give you one day tomorrow, April 26th, 1954.
You're not going to give me anything.
Somebody was born.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr.
Who's that?
LeGall. Yes. Happy birthday. Yes. Early birthday. Shout out. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'll give you one day tomorrow. I'll do whatever you want tomorrow.
Just for the one day?
Yeah, just for the one day.
That's what you're going to do it here?
Yeah, I'm going to do my hair.
For me?
For you.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes, uh-huh.
See, I told you
That's
justify.
why I have this hat on tonight, because you don't want to see
Oh, yeah.
what it looks like.
I was glad you
here.
did that.
Yeah.
Because I was going to...
Yeah.
Huh?
Looking sporty.
Yeah, because I was going to turn you upside down and use your hair to
It's
mop
not
the floor.
that bad, okay?
To you, it's not.
It's not that bad. It's just not curled. Yeah. Yes. So tomorrow I'll get my hair done so I can better serve you tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
How you going to serve me being gone?
I can look better serving you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anything
That's
you
funny.
want tomorrow is on me.
I want you to cook, wash, clean, scrub the floors, everything.
Anything except those things, I'll do for you tomorrow. Yeah.
So then, see, you can't say anything I want.
Yeah. Anything you want.
Gotcha.
Other than those things. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I asked, did you want me to cook? You said no.
Yeah.
You want to go out.
Because what I want to eat, you can't cook.
Oh, well, you never know.
Nah,
I can look it
I
up.
don't want. You can look it up.
Uh-huh.
That's all you're gonna do is look it up. I did too. I looked it up and I went to the restaurant and got what I want. You can't cook Thai food.
No, I don't. I can't cook Thai food. No.
Or if
And
you
not
do
do
cook
it
it
justice.
right, see,
Yeah.
that's the key.
Yeah, not
See,
do it justice.
anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
But the question is how good.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you know I'm picky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very particular in what I eat and how everything I'm particular about. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why your kids say I have what OCD.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not as bad as you.
Because
as you get older, you're getting a little better.
no, I have to relax because if I live with y'all, okay, if I don't relax, I live by myself.
it's not that serious.
It is that serious.
There are other things in life that are more serious than that.
Like what? A heart attack?
No.
That's why I don't get myself stressed out.
But yeah, that's we're gonna celebrate tomorrow.
Okay.
We're gonna celebrate.
I got you.
It's a big day.
Mm-hmm.
Big day for you, right?
Every day's a big day.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Every day is my birthday. Every day is Christmas. Listen, as long as I wake up healthy, it's a holiday. It's a great day. I don't allow me. I talked about this before. I don't let Mother's Day or certain days designated by anybody determine how my day is going to be. Happiness is a state of mind, people.
And we should treat it like that.
And you have to.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody wake up alive in the United States of America should be happy. Because when you compare it to the rest of the world, ain't too many other places got it like this. Regardless of how it may have become since 9/11, we still have a lot of freedoms, we still have opportunities, but it's a state of mind. If you're a complainer, you'll always complain. If you're a worker, you'll always find work to do. If you're lazy, you'll always be lazy unless you change. You have the power to change. People do to you what you allow them to do to you. But here's what I told a young lady today. This was interesting. She was telling me, she's able to save some money, over the past 6 months. She got to the goal. She said, I reached my goal. I'm so proud. She said, it wasn't easy, but I did. So I said, how does it feel? She said, it feels real good. And I said to her, nobody can do to you what you do to yourself. And she said, what do you mean? I said, we con ourselves. We do more damage to ourselves than anybody can do to us. And yet, we let that go because, we're doing it to ourselves. It's okay. Somebody will do something minor to you, and we get crazy and blown out of proportion for something so small. But we inflict pain on ourselves. And the kind of pain I'm talking about mental pain. Like, playing around how you deal with money. Like people don't pay their proper, taxes on their wages. And then they get mad when they got to pay tax at the end of the year. And then they do this every year in, year out, and then they tell you, you don't understand, I need the money. But then at the end of the year when you do your taxes, tax season, you're stressed out. That's pain. That's very painful to your psyche. But it's a habit. But we accept that. Now, somebody may borrow $10 from you. Now, you can owe the government $4, $5, $8, $10,000. Somebody borrowed $10 from you and don't give it back. And they want to, crucify the person for $10. But that same person thinks it's okay to not pay their federal taxes. Or, give money to the church and don't pay their tax. And then think it's okay to give money to the church and not pay your taxes. And then you owe the government. And then you're like, well, I'll make a payment plan. And then they keep doing this over and over and over because that's habit. And there's something going on inside of that person or persons that's causing them to do that. And there's a deficiency there of wanting to be accepted or wanting to feel good. And we do all kinds of stuff to ourselves. We eat bad food, right? Because we're on the run. We don't want to take time and eat. We do it good. We don't eat no junk food. We'll go eat lunch and spend between $6 and $8 for lunch. It's a lesser portion. But if you go out to dinner, it can cost you $12, $13. So what do we do when we go out to dinner most of the time? We split the meal because there's too much food. You see, but that's painful when you're eating bad food or you're eating fast food that's going to mess you up. You don't drink the proper, beverages, enough water. All this is stuff that we inflict that pain or that kind of upkeep in our bodies, and then we get sick. And that's okay, though. But that's okay, But somebody, cook something you don't like, you go crazy in a restaurant because the food may not be to your liking because you're paying for it. Granted, right. It's supposed to get the proper service and the proper food, right. But the way people behave over things that they do worse to themselves. What about a relationship? You mean to the person, and then the person starts reacting, and they wonder why they're acting like that. But you treat a person like crap. But if you treat yourself like crap, it's easy to treat somebody like crap. And we don't stop and look at ourselves enough to see what we're doing, how we're behaving, what's causing us to get those kind of results. Like a person get married 3 or 4 times, marry the same kind of person over and over and over. You're not willing to do something different, which brings us back to what you said earlier in the conversation. You know it's going to be different. Because ain't nobody marrying a foreigner but you. Or your brothers and sisters. And somebody who was totally different. Catholic Church, another continent. I mean, you went almost 100% to the left of everybody else. And your life was different to everybody else. And still is.
Yep.
And look at your kids. Same thing. What they're doing, their cousins and don't do that kind of stuff. I dare to be different. I saw on the Wealth Channel, this lady, bottle washed up on the beach, opening up, and the quote was, "Wealth is a product of man's capacity to think." Wealth is a product of man's capacity to think.
So as much as you can think, that's how wealthy you are, as far as you can reach in your thinking.
Right. And it produces, see, your thinking produces the wealth, but you got to work it. Which is not a way of saying, so does a man think it, so is he. Or think and grow rich. Those are all, similar quotes. But when you talk about wealth, how do you create wealth? You produce something, a product or a service, right, that people want or people need. And it's based on your capacity to think and see where the needs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything starts with a thought.
Right.
And how many thoughts do we get?
A lot. Thousands and thousands.
What do we do with them most of the time? We put them aside.
Yeah, disregard.
Well, what causes that? Expand on that.
We just dismiss them because we don't feel that they could happen, or we don't do the research on them because some of them are so far-fetched. We think that that we wouldn't be able to attain what we want. So a lot of times they just get pushed to the back, or they just get discarded because
what causes that?
Self-confidence, not a lot of confidence in our ability to do those things. Resources,
talking to the wrong people.
Yeah, talking to the wrong people.
They talk you out of it.
That's true.
They're going to say stuff like, that's a crazy idea. Or nobody ain't going to do that. And you just, that one person can you.
That's true.
And then the environment. If you're around broke people, you're going to stay broke. You get around business people or people who are looking to do something, your life will change.
Well, you do think differently, too, when you're around people like that who are doing something.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said, environment.
Right. I mean, if you're around people who are not doing anything, you won't even have those kind of thoughts.
You can still have them.
Well, yeah.
But you ain't going to do nothing.
But you wouldn't do anything with them, yeah.
Because they're going to burst your bubble every time you say something. And then the thoughts stop. Because now you stop thinking. Because everybody has ideas and things that can benefit humanity. But they don't pursue them. Somebody said a long time ago, the burial ground, the graveyard is full of talented people. They died and never, ever used their talent. Goes back to what you said. Confidence.
It just seems like some people, though, that just have that it thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they get that idea and
they
it's
go
just
for
like,
it.
why did I think of that?
Right.
This is something so simple.
Because it wasn't for you.
Just something so simple.
It wasn't for you. But when you get your thought, if you pursue it, somebody will say the same thing about you. Why did I think of that? Things come to you, that's for you. If it ain't for you, you're not going to get it.
Right.
And you can't force it. And that's something hard to accept,
Yeah, it is. Because a lot of people are trying to live somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to get what
Right.
somebody else has.
Right.
But it's not. That's
And,
not.
and what's the biggest
that's why it's
culprit
so hard.
of that?
Television.
Correct. Absolutely. Instead of taking what this person does, see how they function, and said, what do I need to do to make my life, fulfilled, so I can enjoy myself and I can reach my ultimate, and have a conversation with yourself. We don't do that. You made a good point. We see the other person say, I want to do that. I want to be like that. No. When people say, I want to be like you, I said, don't be like me. Be the best you. Because I don't say, if you notice, I don't say I want to be like anybody. You ever notice that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't say I want to be like you. For what? I don't want to be like you. I'm not like you. My fingerprints are different. I'm different. I want to be the best me. So I have to have a conversation with me. I have to be in tune with me spiritually, emotionally, physically, all that stuff. I have to connect with me first before I can connect with anybody else. But we're so busy chasing somebody else's dream, like it is somebody else's vision or things, that we don't even spend time with ourselves. And that's not healthy, because then you're miserable. As people say, people chasing money. Don't chase money, chase the dream, which is the same thing of saying, go after the product. Think of a product, think of something, a service, and then that product or service will produce the wealth. But see, people chasing wealth. You can't chase wealth, or you shouldn't chase wealth. You should chase what can come as a result. The wealth will come as a result of what you do.
Now, I was just thinking as you were talking about the show Shark Tank, or the Sharks,
Right, Shark Attack.
Shark Tank, or something
Right,
like
Shark
that.
Tank. Okay.
Where these entrepreneurs who've made it, they have their money, and now they're trying to help others who have, bright ideas, and they've developed a product or a service or something, and they come to them to help them get their business, take their business to the next level.
Right.
And one guy, I remember, he had invented this extension for a pickup truck, where all you had to do was just put these pieces together in like 2 seconds, and you had what is called a grid, where you could carry any kind of construction piece, like whether it be wood or whatever you needed to build, whatever. Because his wife, he built it because his wife didn't like riding with him with all his junk in the back of the trunk, whatever. So he would always take this piece down when he was with his wife, and put it back up when he needed for work.
Right.
So the only thing was, he hadn't sold any pieces yet. He hadn't sold any of this contraption yet.
Right.
And he didn't want the contraption to be built outside of the United States. He only wanted it to be built in America. And make a long story short, none of the sharks ended up investing in him at all, because they felt that if he couldn't take it outside of the United States, he wouldn't be able to get more,
Produce it as cost effective.
Right,
Correct.
cost effective. It would cost too much.
Correct. And cut into the
and
profit.
it would cut into the profits.
Right.
Yeah. So they were like, and he still, the more all of them told him this, he still was adamant about having this thing made in the United States.
Right.
And so he just said, well, okay, thank you. He said, I'll just have to, figure something else out.
You know what's crazy though? He'll get it done.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when and how. But it's on his time. They gave him the benefit of what they know, but for him to be that adamant, there's got to be something in him, something that's driving him to be that way. And
he wanted to give back to his community. He lives in some small town, somewhere Arkansas or somewhere.
But the cost factor.
Yeah.
And maybe he may need to get a federal grant, a government grant, some tax breaks or something to get it done. But it's just that if he pursues it, and hopefully he is doing it, it'll still come out, for him. But At the end of the day, if it doesn't, or it's his decision. He has to live with that.
Yeah, and he didn't want a lot of money. I think he only won like $100,000 or something like that,
Right.
maybe 10%.
Okay.
Of the company.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot of money he wanted, but I just thought that was interesting. That he wasn't gonna, let it be built outside the United States.
Right.
But some of those people that come on our show have some great ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Have some really, really great ideas.
I see that's the stuff you're talking about. That's what you have to look at, those kind of shows, and stop being entertained, but you look at that stuff that put ideas that stimulate you, because it's about